I wanted to ask you about a couple of play sequence at the end of the first half with Emmanuel Ogbah and Jalen Phillips. You get a sack from Ogbah and then the pick from Jerome Baker, and they lined up on the same side of the formation there and ran a couple of games. I was just curious to get your perspective on how that really helps you guys get more pressure on the quarterback with those guys rushing off the same side like that.
Well, I think, both of them executed well on the play. I think, we got a number of guys that we can line up next to each other, obviously we always try to put guys in position where we feel they can succeed. They executed very well on the play, and that's a credit to Emmanuel and a credit to Jalen on that play. So, and then obviously, Bake was able to finish the play for us on one of those. So, it's really a credit to the players. They executed very well.
David?
Hi, Josh. I just wanted to hear from you on the challenge of preparing for someone like Lamar Jackson on a short week here.
Yeah, in fact, they just pulled me out of a meeting. It slipped my mind that I had media today. So, we're working hard on that right now. It's a tremendous challenge. They do a lot offensively. Greg Roman does a great job with those guys. Obviously, Lamar Jackson's an exceptional talent. They've got multiple guys that they can go to, whether it's Brown or Andrews, they're heavily targeted guys that have made, big plays. We definitely got, our work cut out for us. We're trying to make every minute of every hour count here up for our preparation.
Cam?
Hey, Josh, I'll kind of probably stay at that same topic. I think he just broke the record for 100-yard rushing games from a quarterback. I know we talk sometimes about rushing quarterbacks, whether it be Josh or different guys. Curious what makes Lamar's style of maybe running different than maybe other guys you might defend?
Well, I would say one thing that you can see on film, there's sometimes where, he should not really keep the ball, but he keeps it anyways because, guys are in position and he beats them. He's very elusive. Even when you have guys in good position, you got to have real good eye discipline. You have to have, the ability to get him on the ground. I would say, obviously, he's an exceptional player, and at any point in time in the game, whether you have it covered or not, he can make, whether you got guys in position or guys out of position, he can make explosive runs, and he's done that. Over the past couple of years, really.
Is there anybody you've faced in your coaching career that kind of has a skill set like him?
Trying to think if when was Vic's last year?
Maybe like 2012. Yeah.
I know I've seen him on film. I'm not sure that we ever played him, but I know he was an exceptional runner. I mean, each week you see, I think Kyler Murray is a good runner. I think there's a lot of guys that are, good runners. I think, Josh Allen's a good runner. He's a different type of runner. Tyrod Taylor, he's a good runner. Where they all rank, I'm not real, sure. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, when he first came in the league, he was a really good runner. I know his scrambling ability was, something that we were always worried about. I think Lamar's an exceptional player, and I think he's, obviously all the yards he's accumulated over the past couple of years are, and you see some really special plays in there. He's a very good player. We got our hands full this week, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, I guess I'll stick on the Lamar questions, but not really asking so much about his run ability, but really what have you seen in the passing game? And I guess how much does the run fakes and the play action that they do, how much of that does that kind of, I guess, what are the teaching points? How much does that kind of stress you guys in the defense?
Well, I think, first of all, they do a great job with their scheme, marrying their play actions with their run game, which, is very extensive, their run game. And, and obviously Lamar does a good job of being able to extend plays, whether he makes a guy miss or he, just kind of gets out of the pocket a little bit, but, he's able to keep his eyes down the field, and he's got a strong arm, makes good throws. And then, like I said, there's been guys that, that they've had there for him that they've made some good catches and good plays. So it's not that you're just defending him in the run. You got to defend their run game, him in the run. You got to defend their pass game, and then him in the pass. So they make it extremely hard on opponents. And, like I said, it's a big challenge for us.
Marcel.
Hey, Josh, I had to take a phone call real quick, so I'm sorry if you've been asked this already, but what is it about Baltimore's offensive scheme that's allowed them to, essentially plug and play guys in the backfield? It's been almost a comedy of errors, the injuries that they've dealt with week after week, and yet that rushing output still remains the same.
Well, I would say, and again, I obviously I'm not in their building, so I don't, know what their philosophy is. But what you can see on film is they have tough physical guys that block well. They have a very good scheme. And I think, when they get guys in there, and I think there's a certain type of guy that they're looking for in that running back position. And, I think they just kind of, fit right into the system. Learn it, go, and, they're able to be productive.
Omar.
Wanted to point out, you played him in 2011. If he actually played in that game, Michael Vick.
Okay.
So 2011, I know you're a historian, so it took me a while to look this up. A 38-20 win with the Patriots. But to answer your question, with Jerome playing injured and coming back, how would you assess his performance? Obviously, interception, but where were you guys in terms of defense and run stopping and things of that nature?
Well, I think, the first thing we look at is, our guys played hard for 60 minutes. And, I think, we were able to apply some pressure. I think, we're building on some things. I think we're getting better at some things. There's still some things that we need to correct that we're working hard to do that. It's always good when we have our players available to us. We would like to play them as much as we can, but, obviously there's nothing more important than the health of our players. So, sometimes you don't have them available to you, but when we do, we try to put the guys in position that we feel like can help us succeed.
And also, if I can follow that up with the safeties and the work that Brandon and Javon are putting in, how much does their specific skill sets open up the playbook or help you become a little bit more creative as a play caller?
Yeah, I think both of those guys are, they're both athletic. They're both physical. I think they got a good instinct for the game. And I think they work extremely hard at it. And I think, the more experience they gain, the better that they're getting. Because I don't think anything substitutes experience. And, I think those guys are doing a good job for us. And, and we'll ask them to do more, and we'll ask them to continue to get better.